Hello everyone, Skylar here, bringing you guys my first ever Pokemon draft analysis. This one is for the NBBL Academy ran by Nova Blader, and I would like to thank him for having me back. Some people in the league that may be familiar to some of you are Apiter, Dark Minwoo, and the Umber Guardian, who is also my husband. We also have some new faces that I have not faced in battles before, like Willow, Visla, and Razzle Dazzle. I hope that we can climb to the top this season with the team I drafted. If you guys are excited for some new content from me and want to see more, make sure you guys high jump kick that like button, baton pass the video to your friends, and subscribe to see more from me. Now let's get into our first pick. Masquerada, nicknamed Grim. Masquerada was the starter I chose for Scarlet, and I have recently started using it in draft leagues, with this one being the first time I am recording it. I thought that it would be a good round 1 pick due to his speed tier and the ability to be a hazard setter with spikes and toxic spikes, as well as a revenge killer. With Grim's ability, Protein, we can change out of our type to match the moves we go for only once per switch in, and with its diverse move pool, we have a solid amount of types we can change into, with access to triple axle, play rough, and of course U-turn to get out of any sticky situations we might face. Some notable items Grim can be holding could be Choice Scarf, boosting Grim's speed by 1.5 but locking Grim into only one move. There's also Choice Band, boosting Grim's attack by 1.5, but also locking him into one move. Or Grim can run Heavy Duty Boots, letting Grim set up hazard potentially, and as well as not letting Grim take hazard damage and allowing us to click other moves like U-turn and possibly knock off. My round 2 Pokemon is a Pokemon that can check the Poison, Steel, and Fire type Pokemon that might otherwise wall Masquerada. That Pokemon being Landorstarian, nicknamed Lynx. Like stated before, Lynx can help Grim out by potentially scaring out some threatening Pokemon to Grim. With Lynx having Intimidate, I can run it as a defensive utility Pokemon with access to Stealth Rock and U-turn to pivot out of if the need arises. Lynx can also run it as a special attacker since its base 105 in special attack stat is nothing to laugh at, and it could catch other physical walls by surprise. We can also use Lynx as a setup sweeper with access to Sword Dance. Even though it lost access to Rock Polish, you still wouldn't want to catch it and EQ from it +2 Landorus. Some notable items for Lynx will be a Choice Scarf to boost Lynx speed, or Leftovers, or Rocky Helmet for those defensive sets we might run this season. Now, I know my first 2 picks are weak to Ice types, but my 3rd pick has helped me out a bit by threatening them out. If she is a Pokemon that Umbro thinks I might like, let's give it up for Sneasler, nicknamed Celestre. A grounded poison and fighting type, Celestre can help me out if there is ever T-spikes on my side of the field, as well as being able to pressure some Pokemon out with Direct Claw. Some notable items for Celestre are the Choice Scarf and Choice Band, as well as the Air Balloon. Give her the immunity to ground type attacks until she gets hit. By doing so, my opponent will activate Unburdened, allowing Celestia to outspeed almost everything she might have to face. I can also have her run Poison Touch and spread her toxicity around my opponent's party with U-turn and Dire Claw. The Air Balloon is not the only way we will activate Unburdened for Celestia. Our next team member will actually help her out by making the field weird. That Pokemon being Indeedee, nicknamed Galeo. I get to use both male and female form of Indeedee, so you guys might be seeing an offensive setup with expanding force to potentially nuke some Pokemon. Galeo is here to set up psychic terrain, making it so that the team is free of priority moves. With being able to use some of Cleo's form, we can run it offensively with items like Choice Scarf or Choice Span, or a support set. With terrain expanding, making Psychic terrain stay active for almost 3 turns. Indeed, it indeed gives the team access to Healing Wish, Light Screen, and Reflect, as well as Baton Pass, as long as Cleo does not have any stats boosts. Dry Pass is legal. My next Pokemon to join the team is my first Terra Captain. Pokemon can be made Terra Captains from the 13-point range to the 1-point range. Each coach had a total of 18 Terra points to distribute between their Terra Captains. With that being said, we have Diancie, nickname Isla. Isla is my first piece of my fairy dragon steel core, as well as my first Terra Captain. Isla can put in some insane work with rock polish weakness policy, or she can be a defensive unit with the fairy or fight Terra types, allowing her to deal more damage with body press on Moonblast. I'm moving to fire Terra types to answer any steel type Pokemon that may want to scare her out with Iron Head or Bullet Punch. Some notable items for Isla is that leftovers, since she does not have any options for reliable recovery, as well as heavy duty boots for whenever we tear into the fire type, and finally the air balloon to have immunity to ground type attacks. Talking about ground and steel types, I think having a Pokemon that can resist one and threaten the other will be a nice addition to the team. So say hello to our 6th pick and the Prince of the Sea, Manaphy, nickname Azul. Azul is able to flip turn or U-turn out of any situation he might not like, and is able to resist steel types to help Isla out in that way, and scare away some ground types with Scald, Energy Ball, or Ice Beam. He's also able to cure himself from status ailment with Take Heart, boosting his special attack and defense by 1, allowing him to possibly sweep the enemy team with moves like Hydro Pump, Moonblast, and potentially stored power. Azul can hold the items leftover, heavy duty boots, and assault vest, or he can also hold Choice Scarf and Choice Spec. If we wanted to also, if we want this, is also the second member of my Fire Water Grass core. While Umbra was helping my team build, he noticed I was lacking something, and that something was a hazard remover, something with rapid spin or defog, to get rid of annoying hazards on the field. This is where my next Terra Captain comes in, and we have Cryogonal, nickname Calder. Calder is one of the rapid spinners of the team, as well as the second Terra Captain of the team, with the Terra types Ice, Electric, and Water. Cryogonal is a solid special wall with a solid speed tire, and is also a way to check water types in the form of freeze dry, as well as having levitation as an ability, giving us a second ground immunity. Some notable items for Calder are heavy duty boots, allowing Calder to not take any stealth rock damage, and then allowing Calder to rapid spin them away. Calder can also run leftovers for longevity or the light clay, with him being able to set up search screens for the team. Next up is my 8th pick and the final member of the Fairy Dragon Steel core. That's right, this member is the Dragon Steel type we needed. That Pokemon is none other than Archaludon, nickname Poppy. Poppy is a dragon and steel Pokemon, and is a powerful special attacker with amazing physical bulk that increases with every hit it takes, thanks to stamina. Poppy can run as an assault vest to make up for her pitiful special defense, allowing her to gain some stamina boost and dealing with some insane damage. Her physical attack stat is also nothing to laugh about, allowing her to run a physical set that might not might not see coming. This team may not be a rain team, but Electroshock is still a solid attack, allowing Poppy to increase her special attack each time she uses it and dealing with a huge amount of damage. We can also have Poppy as a defensive step with Stealth Rock and Thunder Wave, hindering my opponents in more ways than one. Next up is my second spinner and a cute Terra Captain to the team. We have more Pico, aka Austria. Amra told me that this is an interest pick that people don't usually see get drafted, and I hope Austria can put in some work with her Terra types. I want the Dark Grass and Flying route. Dark to make sure that Austria's knockoff hits harder, as well as Aurora Wheel. As long as she is in her hangry mode. Grass to power up her seed bomb, as well as hopefully take less damage from ground moves, and flying to be immune to ground moves overall. With the item's heavy duty boots allowing her to come in freely, and rapid spin allowing any hazards on my field. Focus slash for her to live on 1 HP, and the assault vest to eat up any special attacks better and letting her possibly deal more damage. Astria can help the team out by lowering the attack stats of the opponent's Pokemon with parting shots, or she can pivot out with Volt Switch if needed be. She can also hinder some Pokemon with Thunder Waves. Overall, I hope Astria can put in some heavy work when people don't see her as a threat. Once again, Umbra noticed I was missing a way to stop my opponent from spinning block. He said I needed a ghost type, something that can block rapid spin and could possibly scare them out, something that can deal with a solid amount of damage in some way. And just like that, my fire and ghost typing were filled with my round 10 pick. Typhlosion Hisu, Hisui, nickname Oro. Oro, I won't lie guys, but Umbra wanted this Pokemon, but he ultimately opted out of it because he tends to use it a lot. So he passed down his torch to me. Oro can deal with some insane damage with Choice Spec and can outspeed some Pokemon with Choice Scarf, dealing big damage with Eruption. I know some of you may be asking, why didn't you make Typhlosion your Terra Captain? And that's due to my Terra budget. And I feel as though Deontay and Kragonal were the go-to remove the Terra from them. So hopefully Oro can still put in work without him being a Terra Captain. Umbra told me that signature move, Infernal Parade, is an amazing move dealing with some damage if my opponent's Pokemon has a status element, while also having a chance to burn the opponent. So you guys might be seeing that over Hex whenever I bring Oro. Now we are here with my 10th and final team member. Now we are here with my 11th and final team member. This was added by Umbra last minute to help me out with rounding the team out a bit more and lowering the weakness of the team overall. It's a poison type with ground immunity, and that Pokemon is none other than Weezing, nicknamed Ferrar. Weezing from the Kanto region, so she is here to be another ground type answer, as well as being able to burn my opponent's Pokemon with Will-O-Wisp. She can also hopefully snag some poisons with Toxic or Sludge Bomb. Ferrar can also help me cancel out any Protosynthesis or Quirk Drive that may occur. Some notable items that are the Black Sludge Sludge to regain health after each turn, Rocky Helmet to deal damage to any physical attacker coming Ferraz's way, and Heavy Duty Boots so that we can take less damage from hazards like Stealth Rock. Overall, Ferraz is here to be a physical wall. With Ferraz closing out my team for NBBL, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys high jump kick that like button, baton pass the video to your friends, and subscribe. If you are new and want to see more from me, please let me know what you think of the team in the comments, as well as what nicknames you liked for a specific Pokemon, or what will you have changed on the team. With that all being said, I'll see you guys for my week 1 match against Luki, a coach of the Choir Myers. Bye.